crystals. Give me.
So we got 2.1 Wuthering Waves, dude, and you know, with it came some freaking fishing, y'all. Some freaking fishing. We fishing now. And also another story came with it. I was actually surprised because there's a new reason too. Obviously, we got Phoebe as well, but let's kind of discuss some things here that I kind of wish that they would have maybe done a little bit differently. But first, be sure to like, subscribe. It helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. Mwah. So first things first is Phoebe here in all of her elegance, dude. Honestly speaking, I wasn't actually planning to pull for Phoebe because, you know, I have Jinshi and I was kind of like, okay, well, I don't really need another Spectro character really. But, you know, my wishing logs told me differently. Pretty much I was at like 20 pity and I went in there off of Carlotta and I was like, well, let me just test the waters, drop a 10 pull. Beep boop bop bop beep boop 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 doo, 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 doo. Next thing you know, I had Phoebe. So I'm like, okay, well, guess we got Phoebe now. So, but nonetheless, Phoebe is actually a really, really good and really strong character. I was actually surprised by this after actually playing her. It kind of took me a while to kind of get her stuff down because it was kind of weird. And of course, we're not fully done building her, and we still have to level her talents for the weekly bosses a bit higher as well. But nonetheless, of course, if you are wondering about what you should be focusing on her, would be your Forte circuit. It's kind of like the first thing that you really want to get leveled up as high as possible. It's kind of the first thing, and then Resident Skill as well. But nonetheless, Phoebe is a pretty exciting character to play. She is a very fun character to play. Kind of caught me off guard with the two different styles, the Confession and the Absolute, which you can transform into. I'm not going to go into detail with that because this isn't a Phoebe review. Even though, I mean, we could just review this. I mean, bro, okay, let's be honest here. Look at that. Why would you not want to review that? Let's be honest. Why would we not want to review that? Phoebe elegantly just chills under the rainbow, and as the birds chirp in the background, and her golden hair flows from left to right. Oh, what a dilly-dally day. Wow, so elegant. Anyways, yeah, well, sure, we could all sit here and marvel over Phoebe, but that's not what we're going to do while she plays with this ferret or whatever this thing is. Not sure why she has a ferret that just pops up out of her back pocket. Never really thought about that until I just said that out loud. Yeah, it's kind of strange, not gonna lie. But nonetheless, they came out with a story as well, which is Silent as the Falling Leaves. I believe it's something like that, Silent as the Leaves Falling. Whatever. Nonetheless, it is at the vault.
Carlotta promised a generous reward once it's done.
So there's a whole back of the vault. I'm not gonna go into the story in case you have not done it yet. But there's a whole back of the vault area, and it gets pretty interesting. Honestly, I was surprised that they even released a map because obviously, you know, plenty of us play Genshin or used to play Genshin or have played Genshin. I've been playing Genshin since 2020. And one thing that we don't see is usually, you know, when a map is updated, the next update is not a map update, right? So I was surprised. I think we were all surprised to see 2.1 introduce actually a new map. So that was kind of interesting with the whole fishing area and everything. And then the vault, that was very interesting as well. So, but there is one thing about the vault that I wish that they would have done a bit better, and that is the train tracks. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong like with the train tracks itself. It's just a little minor thing that I wish that they would have done, and that is, wish they would have put like some music on that thing. Like, imagine you listen to like the Chocobo theme while on the train tracks, like do 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 do, or like while you're on these. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't that just seem fitting for this while you're on these train tracks? It seems perfect if you ask me. Nonetheless, I still need to go back there because I ended up missing a treasure chest while I was on the train tracks because I was looking around way too much. Whoopsie daisy. And so after completing the quest that you're going to do there, where we're talking about with the train tracks and everything, you will make a way to the fishing island, which is going to be this guy over here. You're going to go to the dock and then you're going to be like sitting on the dock of the bay. And then he's going to skip dabble you over here. He's going to drive you on his fancy fishing boat over to this new area that we have on the map. Now this area is going to be very heavily inclusive inside this event that we have going on, which is this one right here that I'll keep on clicking and we can't find it because I'm clearly blind and it's the top one. But nonetheless, this event is going to give you her weapon, Phoebe's 4-star limited weapon. That is an option if you're not getting the her 5-star weapon, or if you don't have like Cosmic Ripples or something else, you know, sitting around. But this is her specific 4-star event weapon. So obviously you want to get this weapon, obviously. But nonetheless, we're not here to talk about this event. Well, actually, we are here to talk about this event. But we're not here to talk about that item that's in the event. We're just here to talk about something else that's part of the event. Cut. So the one thing that got me really about this event that I really wanted to say on is this freaking thing should have had one very important thing. And that one very important thing is the fact that this thing has no music, bruv. There's no music when you're fishing. Now, the fishing itself, honestly, I'm not very impressed with the fishing system. But I mean, it does go by pretty quick as well. So I can't be like that upset with it. But honestly speaking, it could have had some fish. Like, imagine you're doing this and there's like some really simple music in the background, like it could just be like a loop, just like that, and just loops over. Or like something tropical, like you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it could have been literally anything. They could have put some music on this, man, and it would have been so much better. It would have been so much tremendously better. We're not actually keeping these, I don't think, because I think there's bigger fish to fry. Now, if you're on here, like when you're on the map, when you're just like moving around, yeah, there's some music playing. I have the music low right now, at least I'm making this video. But there's some music here, but like when you're fishing, there's no music. So it's like, bro, I wish that those would have been two things. Obviously, I remember I set the tracks as well, the roller coaster, so that didn't have any music either. But like, I wish that this would have had some music as well. I think it would have been much more beneficial to the enjoyment of it. Because I mean, the fishing system is pretty lackluster there. That fishing system, especially like, you know, it would be better if you could maybe see your character doing the fishing. You know, like I'm all down for watching Phoebe fish. You know what I'm saying? We can watch Phoebe fish. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? By the way, if you're wondering, you know, obviously she does pair well with Rover and Spectra. If you're wondering why I have Rover in my team, you might be wondering that if you're not aware. But nonetheless, yes, she pairs well with Rover. But those are kind of my things on there. Now, we haven't fully finished this fishing event. I'm going to get to it. Not really in a huge rush. It's going to last for a while. But I do need to get her weapon. So I do need to finish it. But like I said, I just kind of was put off because there was no freaking music. There should have been music. If you're going fishing, who goes fishing without music? I mean, at least, you know, even if you don't have like a boombox or a stereo or whatever that you have to play music on, you know, even if you're out like actually fishing, you at least have the sound of the birds chirping or the sound of the fish singing. You have the little mermaid come up and start singing. Ah. I mean, she's a Disney princess, right? Nonetheless, be sure to like, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Let me know if you like to see more Wuthering Waves videos or whatnot. I do enjoy playing the game, but you know, sometimes we just get very involved in everything else. So at any rate, I will see you on the next one. Let me know how it's going with this. Of course, remember that we do have the loadouts now. You know, we talked about that in the last video. Ooh, look at them loadouts, baby. Look at them loadouts, baby. Anyways, yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Much love. Phoebe says bye. Here, let me change it over like this. Ooh, she says bye. She says bye. Holla.
Spike to content.